And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry. And this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
Take the next step in higher education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College in Riverton is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
Ready for action. The rest of them lacking. Moving right past them. Who's lacking the passion? Tell them it's on now. Stand up or you fall down. Competition getting ran out. Get on board or stand out.
Welcome to the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show here on 93.9 KTAK, Wyoming's Big Country. It is the nightcap here from Lincoln Middle School in the Flaming Gorge. I am your voice of the Riverton Wolverines and Lady Wolverines basketball programs, soccer as well, Kevin Shields, and I am joined by the man, the myth, the legend in his own mind, Cameron Connor. Cameron Connor, how you doing this evening?
Fine.
What are you looking forward to tonight?
Basketball.
And we've got a little bit of Wyo Today Family and Networks crime on each other. Here it is Thermopolis Bobcats versus the Riverton Wolverines. Of course, we are the voice of the Riverton Wolverines. Right next to us is Kevin Gerber. He just got through calling a Lady Bobcats victory over the Evanston Lady Red Devils. And he will be calling it for the Bobcats. So if you're a Bobcat fan and thought, well, listen on the Riverton feed, but you want to hear your hometown, the guys who are for you guys, who are for the Bobcats, give a quick move over to 101.7 KDNO, and that's where you'll be able to follow him. Right now, he's taking a little bit of a break, just got done probably with his postgame, and he's going to come in with the Bobcats here in just a little bit. So, Riverton coming off of a loss last night, or yesterday, I should say, early afternoon, that did not have Coach Sheets, if you heard the postgame show, very happy. They faced the Mountain View Buffaloes. Started out real quick, got off on the inside, had 8 points inside of the first 11 points they had, and things looked good for Riverton. But then the speed, and dare I say, the Riverton Wolverines of last year, small, undersized, but speedy, playing passing lanes, the Mountain View Buffaloes just converged and won 49-43. And as you heard Bo Sheets say, one major thing was team wasn't full of fire. They came out and just I don't want to put words in his mouth, but just kind of weren't ready to play, as he said. And we'll see if the attitude changes here. One of the things when you have 7 seniors on team and they're the first 2 guys off the bench and all the starters is, what is the identity going to be of this team? outside looking in, you'd say probably a good bit of it could be inside game. You've got Ryan Cox, who can be a 10-10 guy. You got Malachi Smith, who can be a 10-rebound and 20-point guy potentially. They would like to see more aggressiveness out of him. Talking to a coach before up here in the Lincoln Middle School upper tiers where they have the food. Once again, always great to come here. Lincoln Middle always outshines everywhere else we go as far as having food available for press and radio guys and coaches and whatnot. But what is the identity of this team going to be? Of course, last year it was Parker Paxton, Derek DeVries, kind of the two biggest guys as far as senior leadership goes, but they had 5 other guys right there with them. Ty Sheets and Brody and guys of that nature. Don't want to leave anybody out, but Eli, Drevin, etc. Now, this year and the year before, you had Parker and Jason Vincent. Year before, same thing. Year before that, Tanner Johnson, Lucas Engel, etc. So you've got to find out who you are and what you want to do here. We've got about 9:23 left until tip-off. We are going to take a break here, and when we return, it will be time for the Ranger Keys of the Game on WYO Today and Wyoming's Big Country, 93.9 KTAK.
We're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores, so you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Good news, DUI crashes and deaths are falling in Fremont County.
We're doing better, but even one death on our roads from impaired driving, we take personally.
We started the Fremont County DUI Task Force 2 years ago because we're losing too many friends, family members, and community members to impaired driving.
So we've joined forces to work together to find and stop impaired drivers in Fremont County, wherever they are.
And we're making an impact, but we need your help.
If your summer activities involve alcohol, plan ahead and make good choices.
Drink responsibly, designate a sober driver, or call Safe Ride.
And don't let your friends drive impaired either, even if you have to take their keys and find them a safe ride home.
Let's all look out for each other and keep everybody safe. Remember,
don't risk it. Drive sober.
Your tax pros at 219 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
And welcome back to the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show here on WYO Today and 93.9 KTAK. We have a couple of finals for you here. We want to get out. Lander defeats Wheatland in action today, 48-43. That's the boys from the Douglas Boys Classic. In addition, during that, in the Douglas Boys Classic, Douglas defeated number 2 Powell 55-53. Number 4 Cody defeated number 5 Wheatland 46-22. Number 2 Powell defeated Burns 78-34. And, of course, you just heard about Wheatland in their second game against Lander. Lander now will wait till about 7:30, and they'll take on number 3 Douglas. Here at the Flaming Gorge Classic in Green River and Rock Springs, Farson Eden defeated Uinta, Utah, their JV squad, 53-35. Thermopolis defeated Glen Rock earlier, number 3 and 2A. Thermopolis defeated 3A Glen Rock, 83-66. Bobcats scored 29 points in the fourth quarter in that one. 3A Mountain View defeated 2A Kimmerer, 56-29. Uinta, Utah defeated 4A Evanston, 68-63. Bear Lake, Idaho defeated 1A St. Stephen 68-27. And we've got more games coming on, obviously. In the Foothills Classic in Ethity and Pavilion, number 2 Wyoming Indian defeated Tongue River 80-45. Moorcroft defeated Wind River 54-34. Grave Bull defeated Moorcroft 60-28. More games coming that night, or this night, I should say. At the Goshen Country Basketball Classic in Lingle and Yoder, number 1 Lingle Fort Laramie defeated HEM 84-33. Southeast defeated Encampment 46-37. In the state line shootout, 3A Newcastle defeated Leeds Deadwood 70-49. No, that is a final. And the Wrangler Invite in Shoshone, number 5 Saratoga defeated Riverside 65-36. Burlington defeated the Riverton Sophomores 57-29. 3A Lyman defeated 2A Rocky Mountain 61-48. Number 5 Saratoga defeated Meeteetse 49-39. Seeing if we got anything else we need to give. The Preston Indian Classic in Preston, Idaho. Roy, Utah defeats 4A Star Valley 65-55. And that looks like that is the scoreboard. So keys to the game here, and it's going to be kind of a running theme until they do. The Riverton Wolverines need to find their identity. It leans itself with Ryan Cox and Malachi Smith to be an inside-out type team like they were with Lucas Engel and Tanner and Braxton on the outside. What they've got to find is who's going to be their guy who can score 10 to 15, maybe more at times, at the guard position, and who's going to demand the ball. You got 3 very talented guards in the starting lineup, Aiden Kelly, Josiah Hernandez, and Brandon Monroe. All of them, though, kind of quiet. Like church mouse level quiet. Who's going to be the one that demands the ball and takes over? You got to remember, for 3 years, as they've been coming up through JV and even through their junior year, those 3, along with a lot of the rest of the team, was kind of happy to be the second team behind such a great first team with Derek DeVries and Parker Paxton and Ty Sheets and Drevin Monroe, et cetera, et cetera. Well, now it's time for them. It's their team. So somebody's got to step up and take it, and we'll see who does that. In the post game, a key of the game, which is always going to be, is not getting in foul trouble. Gantenbein's got the size and a little bit of the body width-wise, but he's not Ryan Cox, he's not Malachi Smith. His game doesn't lean that way. He's more of a wing-to-wing post kind of hybrid, really a 3-guard, or number 3 spot, small forward, if you will, back in the day. Peyton Stevens, we really don't see enough of. This team, while its 2 biggest offensive weapons potentially are in the post, they are deeper at the guard position, just due to design and due to size. Conversely, they are facing a Thermopolis team that felt good going into the season anyway, much more so now that they're 2A. They're very talented. They're very quick. They've got quick hands defensively. And as you heard Coach Sheets say yesterday, if we being Riverton obviously, had the same effort that they had yesterday against Mountain View, Thermopolis would beat them by 30 points. So one of the critical things I'm going to think in this game is going to see what Riverton does, how they game plan, and what they do coming out the first 4 minutes. If they can keep it close, and they're going to want to dictate the pace, this isn't as, like last year, a team that's going to break and go real fast. This is a team that's a little more, it's still fast, but a little more on the post-game side, and how aggressive they'll be. And then, of course, anytime you're talking about 2 great post defenders like Ryan Cox and Malachi Smith, you got to talk about it's also going to matter to some extent how the referees call this game. If they're calling it tight from the get-go, that affects both teams. The post players down low for Riverton, especially on the defensive end, how much physicality can they do, and do they get quick foul trouble? Conversely, on the other side, Thermopolis likes to play it tense. They pressure in the half court very well. They're very good on the pressure on man-to-man defense even. How much do they get away with? A little bit of hand play and stuff like that. So when we return, and I just lost all my screen. Hold on, there we go. We got it back. When we return, it'll be time for the Sutherland starting lineups here on WYO Today and KTAK.
Hey guys, this is Nick Haskell, and here at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, we have the best brands. With our size, we are able to shop for you. We're able to choose the top products from the best companies, We carry Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Ashley, Sealy, Serta, and more. With our variety, we can make sure we're a one-stop shop for all of your home furnishing needs. Come in today to one of our locations in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and a better service.
And welcome back to the Hamden Suites pregame show. Real quick, your starting lineups. Looks like they are going to announce them here, so we'll have a little bit more time. Wyoming Indians are getting ready to play. You can check that out on 99.1 KWYW. First for Thermopolis, it'll be number 2, a junior Zach Hasty. Number 3, a junior Cody Bomagen. Number 5, a junior Ellis Weber. Number 12, a junior Armani Dukes. And number 23, a senior Brody Potter. For Riverton, it'll be all seniors. First, number 11, Aiden Kelly. Number 13, Josiah Hernandez. Number 15, Brandon Monroe. Number 33, Malachi Smith. And number 55, Ryan Cox. Thermopolis Bobcats are coached by Coach Corpening. That's Shane Corpening. And the Riverton Wolverines, as always, coached by head man Bo Sheets. We'll be right back with the tip-off here on WYO Today and KTAK.
Cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
And welcome back. Coach Sheets talking to the referee, and it looks like now he was introduced, but Josiah Hernandez, I don't know if he hurt a little bit, if he got a little blood on him, I don't know what. But they took him off the floor and substitute Bo Anderson starting for Riverton. Tip-off is won by Malachi Smith. Monroe going to try and take it all the way. Does and misses. Rebound by Thermopolis. Had a good shot at it, took a good shot, just not high enough off the backboard. Looking to drive is Weber. Weber's going to do interior passing. They're going to let it go. Bomagen drives in, trucks over Anderson, but that could be a good sign. They're going to let him play. Quickly on the break, Anderson has it, drives in, puts it up, and good. Bo Anderson with the first points, and this looks like it's going to be a fast-paced game, at least first minute or so. Quickly in the half court, it's Armani Dukes. They swing it over to Bomagen on the left wing, does the Bobcats. Bomagen going underneath Armani Dukes. Now on the low block, he kicks it back out to Potter. Potter drives in, back to Dukes. Dukes on the low block has to dish it out for a 3 by Hasty. He misses. Rebound by Riverton. But Malachi Smith gets it to Aiden Kelly. Kelly coming over the timeline, goes to his right. Malachi Smith, 27 feet away from the basket. Smith spins, dish it out to Kelly, who has an open look for 3 in the corner. No good. Rebound by Thermopolis. They're going to look to push the matter. They get a long pass to Potter, and now they have to pull out. They get to Weber up towards half court. Now he goes to the left to Hasty. Hasty passes to the wing to Bomagen, who will drive in. He gets stuck in the paint, almost thrown away, but Potter tracks it down, dishes out to Weber for 3. Good. Aiden Kelly going to bring it over the timeline now on the left side, goes to Smith. Smith, bounce pass to Cox. It's a give and go, gets it back to Malachi, who puts it up and in. Nice little two-man game there between the two post players, Ryan Cox and Malachi Smith. Riverton up 4-3 with 5:57 left in the first. Trying to pass on a drive. He was looking for Dukes, was Weber, and it's going to be tipped away. And now Bo Anderson will come out, and Josiah Hernandez comes in. Okay, that might be make a note. And a beautiful cut by Potter on the inbounds there after it went out of bounds, and he scores to make it 5-4 Thermopolis. Quickly up court, they get to Monroe on the left wing to Cox up top. Cox back to Hernandez. No, excuse me, Monroe for three. Bricks it a bit. And Thermopolis will come away with it. Just hit way too high off the backboard, and it just bounced in the others on the other side. They now get to Armani Dukes as they cross over, swinging it to the right to Bomagen. Bomagen being harassed by Monroe, and he'll have to pass it out. Gets out to Weber towards half court. Riverton in man-to-man. Weber will use a screen, now tries to drive in, dishes out to Bomagen, who'll drive into the paint, puts a leaner up, no good. And they're going to get Bomagen over the back. I do believe they will. That is his first, team first against the Bobcats. They'll go over to Riverton as Blake Gantenbein and Eric Smith will both check in here. 4:58 left in the first. Riverton up Thermopolis up 5-4. Kelly looking for Eric Smith on a cut, gets it to him. He dishes out to Gantenbein, open for three, no good. Rebound by Thermopolis. And Thermopolis just going to turn it over. Bomagen not looking for the pass. Weber was bringing it up. He wasn't being harassed by anybody, no extended pressure, and threw it to Bomagen. He was looking down court running, and it just went sailing out of bounds. So Riverton with the possession. Kelly will take it and bring it over our timeline. Gets it to Eric Smith, who then finds his older brother, Malachi. Malachi looking to back down a player, looks to pass to Hernandez, and Hernandez wasn't ready for it, but he did catch enough of it, and then as it was going out of bounds, threw it off of Potter of Thermopolis to retain possession. It'll be Josiah Hernandez inbounding. Here gets it into Malachi on the low block. He turns, dishes out to Kelly, who's open for three. Air ball. Hernandez able to save it, but right to Thermopolis. Potter will bring it all the way up, goes over to Hasty. Hasty looking to drive in on the elbow, does so, puts it up and in. 7-4, Bobcats on top, 3:57 to go in the first. Riverton brings over unharassed, if you will, and they'll set up their half court. Eric Smith to Malachi up at the top of the key, hands it back to Eric. He looked at a three, then thought better of it. Now he'll back out looking to drive, hands it off to Hernandez. Hernandez coming to the top of the key, drives out to Aiden Kelly on the left wing. Kelly to Smith up top, he's open, he shoots the three, well off. Not a good shooting performance out of the guards as of late, and Thermopolis comes out with it. They'll swing it around the horn, they get to Bomagen in the corner, looks for three, no good. Rebound by Dukes, puts it up and in. It's 9-4 in favor of the Bobcats. Smith bringing up, that being Eric. Eric hands off to Kelly on the right wing. Kelly, cross-court pass to Hernandez. Back to Eric Smith on a cross-court pass. He's looking inside. Looking to drive, step back, passes to Hernandez. Hernandez hands it off to Gantenbein, who then gets it to Eric Smith right at the top of the key. They go to Malachi Smith on the low block. He puts it up, no good. They are letting them play physical. Thermopolis with the rebound. Dukes to Bomagen. Bomagen drives in, puts it up, and no good. They're going to say he traveled. Didn't see that, but it was a bit of a hop step after the jump stop, so to speak, as Kelly and Cox will now come in for Riverton not Kelly and Cox. It'll be Jackson and Cox come in for Malachi Smith and Kelly. Eric Smith off the inbounds will bring it over. Riverton trails by 5 with 2.5 left in the first quarter. Smith goes to the right wing. He picks up his dribble. He's got to get rid of it now. He goes under for Ryan Cox. Cox gets it. And Cox is fouled. They will say the foul goes against Thermopolis. That is against Hasty, his first, team second of the quarter. They will substitute for him, and will come Keller. Hernandez will inbound right in front of the coaches for Thermopolis. he's got to get it in, and Blake Gambine will go over the half-court line deep into territory and then come out with it. He's going to swing it over to Monroe or Hernandez for three. No good. It was closer than most of them have been tonight. And Thermopolis comes away with it, trying to give and go. We're Armani and Bomagen, and they lost control of it. Riverton had it, but they lose it right back, just in a loose ball scramble. Keller with it now on the left wing, gets a screen by Potter, drives into the paint, and he travels. Third turnover of the evening against Thermopolis. Minute 51 to play in the first. They do lead by 5, 9-4. Jackson will inbound it, and Hernandez will bring it up, traversing all the way to the right, then going back to the left with a pass to Smith, who then finds Jackson. Back to Smith. Smith, top of the key, is going to lose the ball off his foot. That's the first true turnover of the night against Riverton. Comes with a minute 38 left. We're going to have a couple more substitutions. Bo Anderson's coming in and Aiden Kelly's coming in for Smith and Hernandez. So it'll be Anderson, Kelly, Jackson, Cox, and Gantenbein for your Wolverines. Inbound is to Hasty. Hasty's going to dish it over to Keller. Keller to Potter, puts it up and in. Potter now with 4, and the lead grows to 7, 11-4. And they try and cut off a long pass from Jackson to Anderson. It is going to go out of bounds off Keller. Will remain with Riverton. And Gantenbein's going to be substituted for, as now Malachi Smith will come back in. Anderson to inbound it on the far side. Riverton going left to right on your radio dial. Kelly brings it over the timeline, goes to his right to Anderson, who's open for 3. Boom! Anderson from downtown. He now has 5. They're showing at least some token pressure. 11-7 or 7-11. Great convenience store chain, but none in Wyoming that I'm aware of. Thermopolis drives into the paint. They're going to have to dish out. Potter has a wide open look for 3. No good. Rebound is put back and no good by number 11. We'll get a name on that in just a second. That is Del Dukes. And they get outside, and they'll restart after several offensive rebounds. Dukes over to Hasty. Hasty on the right wing, looking to drive, does so, pops from 15, good. Riverton has got to box out. 13-7, 25 seconds left in the first. Kelly to Anderson on the right wing. Anderson looking to drive. He's cut off. Now he gets free from Keller. Keller touches the ball. Who did it touch last as it goes out of bounds? They don't know. They'll say it's going to remain with Riverton. The referee signaled it out, but then had to go and ask. 16.4 seconds left, 6-point ball game. Riverton looking to inbound. They're going to send Anderson back past three-point line to get it. He gets it over to Jackson. 13 seconds left. Jackson looking to drive over to Anderson for 3. Oh, Bo just barely misses. Gets the rebound with 6 seconds. 5 seconds. Gets over to Jackson. Jackson driving in. Gets rejected. Puts it up, though, and good. Jackson didn't get flustered. Has his first 2 of the game. And it will inch down to 13-9. At the end of the verse. So after 1, we take the break. 13-9, Thermopolis on top. We'll be right back on 93.9 KTAK and WYO Today.
Embrace comfort throughout the seasons with Northern Arapaho Propane and Solid Waste. Proudly rooted in the local community, supporting Fremont County year-round. Your preferred supplier serving enrolled and non-enrolled members. For more information, call 307-463-4185.
Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of our local Fremont County student athletes.
Exploding at 200 miles per hour. Airbags pack a punch. Until age 13, stay buckled up in the back seat. Buckle up, Wyoming. It's the law.
And welcome back here to WYO Today and Wyoming's Big Country, 93.9 KTAK, 13-9, and the Bobcats will start with the ball this second quarter and the lead of 4. Looking to inbound, finally find somebody, does Hasty. Hasty driving into the paint, now has to pick it up, dishes out to Potter. Potter to Bomagen. It gets it to Potter on a nice cut. Potter now has 6. And Riverton will look to match them here, 15-9. Riverton gets up, it is the starters into Ryan Cox, and he gets it stolen away. It is the traditional starters, I should say, since Anderson came out. Bomagen from the post, gonna drive in, and we're gonna get a block, and boy, was that a late whistle. And Riverton's got a player down. Trying to see who that is number 13, Hernandez. And he was holding his knee. It'll be his first. Team first of the entire game, actually. So it'll be Kelly, Hernandez, Monroe, Malachi Smith, and Cox. Bomagen at the line to shoot 2. Hits the first. And extends the lead out to 7, 16-9. They're going to substitute Keller now. But it's Potter Keller who came in for him. Let's see here. Can't see right now. Bomagen's second free throw up and good. 17-9. Let's see. Okay, there we go. It's Armani Dukes coming in for him. So now you've got your starters for the most part. You got Potter, Dukes, Weber, Bomagen, and Hasty. Eric Smith comes in for Hernandez. Hernandez did look, he went down gingerly and was holding his leg. Trying to get inside, they get to Monroe, and then we have a kicked ball as Monroe was trying to hit Kelly on a pass. Bounce in the paint, and luckily they would have had it. It went off the foot of Hasty. Inbound goes to Monroe. Monroe back out towards half court and goes to Kelly on the right with 7 minutes to go in the half. Bounce pass to Eric Smith on the left. Screen by Ryan Cox. He was looking to pick and roll. He's guarded, and they get out to Kelly. Kelly a long 3, misses badly again, but Cox gets the rebound, gets out to Eric Smith. And trying to force it inside, back to Cox, turned over, and Thermopolis will look to break. Bomagen with it, and what are they going to call? They're going to say he traveled. Be the 4th turnover of the day against the Bobcats. Riverton guards not shooting well today. Eric Smith 0 for 1, Gantenbein, who plays kind of a hybrid, 0 for 1. Hernandez 0 for 1, Kelly 0 for 3. Gantenbein with it now on the left wing. Cross court to Smith on the right, that being Eric Smith. Eric looking to drive, he's cut off. Now he gets to Malachi, who joins him on that wing. Malachi looking to break Armani Dukes down. He does, fade away, no good. Rebound by Monroe, who's blocked. And Thermopolis comes away with it quickly into the front court. They get to Hasty. Hasty on the left wing, now going to his right. Gets it to Weber. Weber to Dukes, back to, let's see, I think that's Hasty. It is Hasty, and Hasty looking to throw it over to Dukes on a little roll maneuver. Just misses him completely and throws it out of bounds. 5th turnover of the night against Thermopolis. 5:47 to play, 8-point lead, 17-9 for the Bobcats. Monroe bringing over center court, now looking to go down the center. He gets cut off by Bomagen. Nice spin, nice pass to Cox. Gets it to Malachi Smith, who puts it up and in. Good teamwork there. And it's 17-11 in favor of Thermopolis. Weber over the timeline on the left. Screen from Potter. Stops, takes 17-footer, leaves it well short. Rebound by Kelly. Kelly, they get to Eric Smith, wide open for 3. Good! Eric Smith kind of breaks the stagnant shooting of the guards, and it's 17-14, 3-point game. They get to Potter on the left wing. He's going to look to drive. He stops, leans in, fires good. That was a nice up and under he just pulled on Malachi to extend the lead back out to 5, 19-14, 4:48 to play in the half. Smith bringing it down. Looks like Cox and Jackson are coming in, and Hernandez is running off the court. Smith drives in, that being Eric, puts it up. No good, he missed. Rebound by Thermopolis. Hernandez just left, and then they're going to turn the ball back over, looking to hit Weber up towards half court, Hasty, and just threw it away. So we've got Dell Dukes coming in. We've got number 22, Keller, coming back in. For Riverton, it's going to be, okay, hold on, they just subbed some more. It's going to be Weber. It's going to be Weber, Eric Smith, Bo Anderson, Ryan Cox, and Garrett Jackson. They find Smith. He's open again. Shoots the three. No good. And it'll lead to a break. They get it upstairs. And Eric Smith got his hands in there, gets the steal, and here he comes. Good job by him, and he's going to lose control of it. But unfortunately for number 0, Collins, who has checked in for Thermopolis, he took about 2 steps after he grabbed the ball from Eric Smith after he picked his pocket. So with 4:11 to go and a 5-point deficit, Riverton will have the ball to the right of their own basket, going to inbound with Jackson. Not Jackson, with Anderson. Anderson to Cox on the high block. He spins, leans in, up, and he misses it. He gets it back, though, puts it up, no good. And Anderson's effort to keep it alive, he throws it up off of a player, and it'll stay with Riverton. But Cox just missing 2 point-blank ones. Had a great post move there. So we're going to see Cox come out now and Malachi Smith go back in. Anderson signals the play with 4:01. Anderson, great effort, gets into Malachi Smith, high block. He leans in, and they're going to call a charge there, and I'm going to call a bit of a flop by Armani Dukes. So it'll be on Malachi Smith. It will be the second against them. It'll be his first. Hernandez has come back to the bench at some point. I didn't see him run in there. Inbound lines up with Bombagin, who will bring it over the center court line. Hands it off to Keller, who will drive in. He's thrown to Armani Dukes. He barely contains the pass, and they kick it out for a 3 by Collins. He's no good. Riverton will get the rebound, and Anderson will look to break. Puts it up wildly, and it's taken back away. Break, leading down. Potter up and good. Potter now is 5 of 6. He's hit everything but his 1 3-point shot. Riverton quickly back down, 21-14. Anderson with it, goes to Smith, top of the key. Malachi gonna think about a 3. Good! Malachi Smith. That's one of those you think, no, yes. And we're gonna have a full timeout by Coach Bo Sheets. It is 21-17. Riverton on the losing end right now, only down by 4 though. With 3:15 left in the second quarter. We'll be right back on WYO Today and KTAK.
For more than 40 years, Porter's Mountain View Supply has been serving central Wyoming with top brand name spas, stoves, fireplaces, and outdoor grills. With 2 locations in Riverton and Casper Plus financing available for your purchase, Porter's offers expert advice, quality products, and service along with maintenance. Porter's, your local spa, stove, and fireplace provider in Riverton at the corner of Sunset and North Federal.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
And welcome back. Riverton with the timeout, down by 4. If you're watching this and curious about college football playoff, Notre Dame leads the Indiana Hoosiers at Notre Dame in the first round, 6-0. Thermopolis leading again in the paint, converged on. They kick it out to Keller for a 3. No good. Rebound by Potter. Potter to Bombagin, back out to Weber, and he'll look to go over to Hasty. Hasty to Weber, back to Hasty. to Keller. They find Bombage, and he finds Potter in the paint, who has to dish it out to Weber for three. In and out, no good. Rebound by Cox. It's Cox, Malachi Smith, Aiden Kelly, Garrett Jackson, and Brandon Monroe for your Riverton Wolverines. They're looking to get within two here, or possibly one with a three. Kelly to Malachi Smith. They try to play a passing lane, and he'll drive down and try and get it to Cox, and just threw it into too many Thermopolis bodies. It'll be the fourth turnover, and right after that on a reach foul will be Garrett Jackson. It's his first, team third. 2:17 to play till halftime. Inbound, winds up with Hasty. Hasty over to Weber. On the left, they go to Bombage at the high block. He looks to drive, now has to dribble back out of it. Looking to get it to Potter, does, and it's going to get thrown over and back. So it'll be turnover. He's trying to save it. He just a little bit off target passing, and he tried to save it and threw it out towards his point guard, which is good, but he threw it too high. Eric Smith coming in for Monroe. Blake Gantenbein coming in for Jackson with 2:02 left in the first half. Kelly gets it to Smith on the left wing. Smith looking for his brother Malachi, can't do it, goes over to Gantenbein on the right wing. Gantenbein trying to feed Cox, just passing into the feet, and leads to a break put up and in by Keller after that turnover. Riverton quickly into the front court, looking to set up. They go inside to Malachi Smith. He misses, and on the rebound is going to be Thermopolis. Malachi left it just a little short with 1:25 to go, 23-17. Bobcats swing over to Keller. Keller finds Potter wide open underneath, and he just puts it up and in. And he'll go out to 25-17. Have a delay of game. It's just a warning. I think it was against Purple. Inbound by Smith. Back out to an 8-point lead now for Thermopolis. Kelly has it up top. Goes to Cox. Cox 18 and a half feet away from the basket. Looks for Malachi. Takes one dribble, then hands off to Eric Smith. Smith to Cox in the high paint. He's trying to get to Kelly. It's deflected out of bounds by the Bobcats with 55.3 seconds left in the first half. Kelly inbounds to Eric Smith on the wing. They go to the elbow, Cox, and it winds up getting past a few times, and Kelly will get it on the right wing. Comes back up top, goes to Malachi. Malachi to Cox at the free throw line. Cox faces him up, then dishes out to Gantenbein. Gantenbein to the paint, and then nice dish to Cox by Malachi. Cox has his first two of the game. That was beautiful work by the two inside postmen. Under 30 seconds left, 6-point game. They go to Potter. Potter puts up a mini hook. No good. Rebound by Gantenbein. First 2-point miss for Potter all game. Kelly with it with 18 seconds left to Malachi Smith. 15 seconds left in the half. Back up top to midcourt to Eric Smith, 10 seconds, 9 seconds. He's looking to drive down the right. He's dribbling a lot, but with 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Malachi, a long three. Oh, in and out, no good. Not probably what the coaching staff want to see after having that time. Eric Smith kind of got caught up dribbling quite a bit. But that's going to do it for the first half. We'll be right back with the United States Marine Corps second halftime show here on WYO Today. Your score, 25-19, Thermopolis on top.
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Don't leave your future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry, and this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
Take the next step in higher education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College in Riverton is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at Marines.com.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey. Detailing done different can protect your vehicle with S-Tech's Action Series, Carbon or Smart Series ceramic tint, plus premium ceramic coatings for maximum UV and heat protection. All backed by a lifetime warranty. Expect expert detailing to make any ride look brand new. Call 307-851-5158 today. Detailing done different.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
And welcome to the United States Marine Corps halftime show here on WYO Today and KTAK. At the half, it is 25-19, Thermopolis on top. They've had the lead for the majority of the game. They outscored Riverton 13-9 in the first quarter, 12-10 in the second, and that's where we're at right now. If you go to the Ranger Printer stat book, leading all scorers is Potter with 12. He is 6 of 7 from two-point land, 0 for 1 from 3. And then it kind of drops off quite a bit. Hasty has 4, Weber has 3, and Keller, Armani Dukes, and Bomagen. And if you recognize that name, yes, that is Travis Bomagen's son, who called for us the past couple years. And that is, they each have 2. For Coach Sheets and Riverton, your leading scorer right now is Malachi Smith with 7. Bo Anderson has 5. Eric Smith with 3. Jackson and Cox with 2. Turnovers, 7 by Thermopolis, only 5 by Riverton. Fouls, nobody in trouble. I don't think anybody in the entire game has more than 1. You got 5 total fouls called in the entire first half. Nobody for their second, so nobody in foul trouble. Really, the difference here is the perimeter shooting has just not been good for Riverton. And it's one thing for it not to fall but be on target. But outside of Eric Smith's 1-3, the vast majority of them have been substantially off. Don't know if it's the pressure of it. You don't know what it is, but shooters got to keep shooting if they ever want to shoot themselves out of a slump, and it's just not been good. And Riverton still kind of trying to find that identity, not really understanding what they want to be. As we said, we got a chance to talk with some of the coaching staff pregame. We're not going to name names or anything, but they want to see more aggressiveness out of the postgame. Specifically Malachi, they want to see a bit more aggressive. And when he's wanted to, he has had his way. There are guys who can match him, Potter being one, Bomagen pretty close on the height factor. But when you factor in the strength, that guy's built like a linebacker, broad shoulders, big shoulders. And we don't want to insult their mouth. They're just not. They're built by like lean, small forwards or lean power forwards. They do have quickness against him, but you kind of want to see him go for quite a few more, and that's what they're going to have to see. They need to win this game. I think they either need the perimeter game to increase greatly and improve greatly and start hitting shots, and that could happen. Shooters got to shoot after all, as I already said. Or they're going to need Malachi to go off for 20 and kind of just take this game on as his own and then let Ryan Cox be kind of that backup guy, because Ryan is stronger than everybody on Thermopolis, I'll just be quite frank. And he is built like a defensive player in football because he is one. So, you expect some great things out of Cox as far as being able to get boards and putbacks and things of that nature. The good part is Malachi and Ryan, both the interior passing, when it's there, when they notice where there's actually a hole and stuff, throwing it away, is very crisp. They just need to get a little bit better, and that will come as the chemistry builds actually on the floor against a opponent not with a Riverton practice jersey on. So we'll be right back here. It is 25-19, and it'll be the start of the third quarter here live from the Flaming Gorge at Lincoln Middle School on 93.9 KTAK.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Welcome back. Thank you to the Marine Corps for sponsoring halftime. Riverton will start with the ball. They get to Cox on the low block. He misses. Malachi Smith with the rebound. Misses, gets his own board, puts it back up, and good. So good inside play there, able to get a couple offensive rebounds, and Riverton has shrunk the lead back to 4. Cross-court pass by Thermopolis. It'll be to Bomagen, who will drive in, puts it up, no good, but he's fouled. See who the foul's going against? It's going against number 11, Aiden Kelly. That'll be his first, team first. It will be Kelly, Hernandez, Monroe, Smith, and Cox in the game. Free throw on the way by Travis, not Travis, that's our old play-by-play guy, our old color guy. Bomagen puts it up and good. He now has 3 on the day. Second one on the way, it's up and good. The lead extended back to 6, 27-21, 7.5 to go. Smith throws something over the bench. Looks like they get to Hernandez. Hernandez to Kelly. Kelly with on the right wing. He'll come back up now. He looks to turn, drives in, puts a floater up. No good, and easily rebounded by Thermopolis as they were the only people there to get it. Kelly still with no points on the day. There's a beautiful looking shot, just rimmed out, and driving in will be Weber. He'll try and put it up. It's off target. It's partially blocked, out of bounds. Hasty will inbound to his right of his basket. Goes into Potter, out to Bomagen, back to Hasty. Hasty looking to drive, kicks out to Armani Dukes. Dukes driving in, kicks it back out to Weber in the corner. Weber looking for some help or looking for a screen, got it, but only took one dribble, picked up. Potter comes to his assistant, and they get back to Hasty. Hasty to Weber, and it just, I don't know if it's looking to be a bounce pass or not. Hasty says it's my fault, and I tend to agree with him on that. It bounced, maybe half a foot from Weber and goes out of bounds. That is the 8th turnover of the day against Thermopolis. Kelly to Cox. Cox has it tipped away, has to go out and get it. Gets it Monroe. Monroe, a long 3. Good! Brandon Monroe. That was NBA level 3 right there. And it cuts the lead to 3, 27-24 Thermopolis. Weber brings over, gets it Bomagen on the left wing. Bomagen drives to the top. Down low to Potter. Potter puts it up, no good. Rebound by Smith, and another late foul by the same official. Can't seem to blow the whistle right when it happens. Waits to see what the play happens, and then blows it. So Potter blocked by Malachi. Malachi will get the foul, though. Sends Potter to the free throw line. He leaves the first one short. He's leading all scorers with 12. He's looking for number 13 on this second free throw and to extend the lead to 2 possessions here with 6:11 left in the third quarter. Second one in and out, no good. Malachi Smith with the rebound. Riverton a chance to pull within 1 or tie it. Hernandez brings it over the timeline, goes to his right to Monroe. Monroe's open for 3, puts it up, no good. Rebound by Thermopolis. They get to Armani Dukes, go down low to Potter, out to Hasty. Hasty for 3, leaves it short. Going up for the rebound is Potter. He turns and dunks it. I got to give credit where credit's due. That was nice post play by the veteran postman Potter. Kelly brings over 29-24 Thermopolis to Monroe. Monroe about 28 feet from the basket. Now dribbling to his right, gets a screen from Cox. He'll step into a 3. Cox with the rebound. It gets tipped away, and they come away with it. Josiah Hernandez does. Put up again by Monroe, no good. Or put up by Hernandez, no good. Long 2, I think. Was that a 3, Connor? It was a 3 attempt, no good. I was doing the stat book, and now Thermopolis almost gets it stolen by Malachi Smith, then does get it stolen, and now it's on the ground, and an easy putback. As Hasty came up with it, he now has 6, and the lead is back out to 7. Malachi driving in. It's got to be a block. He was moving with him. That foul's going to be against Bomagen. It'll be his second, team first of the third. And him and Malachi Smith drop to the ground. Gantenbein and Eric Smith coming in now. They'll come in for Malachi, who's coming off a little bit gingerly, and Josiah Hernandez will come off. So you got Kelly, Monroe, Cox, Gantenbein, and Smith, that being Eric, And we have a whistle. Not sure what's going on. 4:15 left. Not 100% sure on what just happened. The clock didn't stop, evidently. They moved it to 4:30 left. Smith will inbound just almost right underneath his own basket. Inbound is to Kelly. Kelly to Cox on the low block. He spins, puts up a little baby hook, no good. Rebound by Monroe. Monroe to Gantenbein, top of the key. They cross it over to Kelly. Now to Cox on the high block. Cox turns on Potter, turns around, backs him down, looking to go for it, has it stripped away, turnover number 6. And Thermopolis' Potter will look to break, held up by Eric Smith, and they'll reset. Out to Hasty, now to Weber in the corner. Weber guarded by Kelly, drives in, now kicks out to Hasty, over to Bomagen. Bomagen looking to drive. Going down low to Armani Dukes. Cross court to Potter. Finds an open Weber. Weber will look to drive in. Puts the floater up and good. That was just beautiful. No other way to say that offensively. It's a 9-point game. Riverton brings it over. Monroe to Cox, top of the key. Cox looking underneath for Kelly. Kelly out to Gantenbein to Smith. Open look for 3. No good. Cox fighting for the rebound. He does get it. And he gets out to Monroe on the left wing. 3:20 to play in the third. Malachi Smith and Jackson looking to check in. Next dead ball. Cox gets it. Top of the key. Has it stripped away for a second by Armani Dukes and gets it back. Out to Kelly. Kelly for 3. Good! Aiden Kelly has his first points of the day. And we have a timeout on the floor. Looks like it might be a full. Let's see here before we turn the music up, Connor. It is going to be a full timeout with 2:51 to go in the third. Taken by Coach Sheets. We'll take it with him. It's 33-27. Thermopolis on top here on 93.9 KTAK.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
And welcome back, 93.9 KTAK and Wide today's coverage of Riverton High School basketball. 2:59 left in the third. Riverton trails by 6. On the inbound, they're going to try and go coast to coast. They do, and there's a block by Eric Smith. They're going to say he got hand, and I think they are correct there. Be the first foul of the day against Smith. Be team third. And it will send Weber to the line to shoot 2. He has 5 points on the day, no free throw attempts. First one on its way, left short, no good. I can hear my wife / Connor's mother going, "You gotta hit your free throws." And now they're gonna have a discussion again. He didn't, okay, how did you not know the number of the guy you called the foul on? When you can look over at him. Okay. That was the problem there. Second one on its way by Weber, up and good. Hits 1 of 2. 34-27. Smith, Monroe, Jackson, both Smiths, and Blake Gantenbein in. They get it to Malachi. He's to the right of top of the key. Fakes the 3. Now he drives in against Potter, and they're going to call Potter with too much body there. It'll be his first, team second of the third. It'll stay with Riverton. Gantenbein will inbound to his right of his basket with 2:35 in the third and a deficit of 7. Gantenbein looking to get it in. Gets it in, and an official calls 5. I'm watching the other official on the baseline count. He was on 4. The other one signals 5, the guy who wasn't anywhere near the play. So that's kind of interesting. Turnover against Riverton nonetheless. This has just been a weird crew. Not bad, just different. Inbound is to Armani. He's going to hand it Dukes. He's going to hand it over to Hasty. Hasty goes to his right to Weber on the wing. And now we're going to get an illegal screen against number 22, Keller. That'll be his first, team third. They'll go back over to Riverton. Jackson will inbound to Eric Smith, and he'll casually bring it up to midcourt. He'll actually pass it to Aiden Kelly. 2:18 left. Malachi Smith with it, top of the key, over to Eric Smith. Malachi sets a ball. Oh, he was there on the pick and roll. Over to Jackson. Jackson with the step back, then decides to pass. Smith trying to go over the top to Malachi, and he can't control it. It is going to go over to Thermopolis. 8th turnover of the day against Riverton. Checking in for Thermopolis will be Bomagen. He's going to come and get Keller. Ryan Cox for Riverton is going to come in as well for Eric Smith. Bo Anderson checking in as well. So it'll be Jackson, Anderson, Cox, Malachi Smith, and Aiden Kelly. Inbound is to Weber. He'll look to cross up Bo. He gets him to turn his back, so easily able to get. Now he's looking to drive. Gets it to Bomagen, who shoots a 3. No good. Rebound is by Hasty, who turns and puts it up good. Can't have that happen if you're Riverton. Nobody boxing out, and it's now out to a 9-point lead. We have a full timeout on the floor by Thermopolis. Minute 48 in the third. We'll take it with them. 36-27. Thermopolis in control. We'll be right back on KTAK and WYO Today.
The staff and board of the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft, or showed livestock, thanks for all your efforts. Stay tuned for a bigger and better Fremont County Fair next year.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store floor.
And welcome back. 36-27, minute 48 left. Timeout by Thermopolis after they hit that 2 and no one boxed out the guards. It is 14-0 with 12:52 to go in the second in Notre Dame, Indiana's semifinal matchup. Notre Dame on top. Ball's going to go to Malachi Smith. They're going to knock it out of his hands out of bounds, so it'll remain with Riverton. Hernandez coming in for Jackson right now. Inbound by Kelly, who checked back in. It'll go to Hernandez. Hernandez looking to spin, gets it to Malachi Smith, and they're going to call a walk. Okay, they call a walk on Hernandez. Did not see him lift his pivot foot, but nonetheless, that's the 9th turnover. And Coach Sheets having a little chat with the official because, like I said, he just picked up his drill and he stood still. That's a weird call. Keller with it, who's come back in for Thermopolis, hands off to Hasty. Hasty looking to get past Anderson, can't. They get to Bomagen, who spins, puts it up, no good. Rebound by Cox. Beautiful move, just couldn't finish it. They get to Jackson. Jackson will bring it over the timeline. He'll get it to Kelly. Kelly to Anderson for 3. No good. Rebound by Smith. Smith gets it to Anderson on a pass. Up and good. Good job by Bo there after the miss to get that cut in and dig into this lead maybe a little bit. They've been able to get close, been unable to do anything but that, though. Not able to get over the hump. 36-29, Thermopolis. Hasty with it to Bomagen. Bomagen trying to drive down the middle on Kelly. Stops. Out to Armani Dukes. Hand it off to Keller up top of the key. He'll take it all the way, put it up, and I don't know where that came from, but they're going to get Malachi Smith. Malachi went for the block, but he swung and hit air, and then they call a foul. So that'll go against Malachi. It'll be his third, team fourth. It's weird. They didn't call anything in the first half, and now here in the second half, just didn't see it. And hearing Courtney at home again, got to hit your free throws as Keller misses the first one. Technical foul against Malachi Smith. And now that's where I didn't see the foul originally, but that's where you got to say, young man, you can't do something silly. And he did. So that's his fourth foul as well, and that hurts his team. It'll be the team fifth. They'll say it's also a team foul, so it'll be the fifth. Keller will shoot 2 here. And he misses that one. He's not happy. That was finishing his free throw, excuse me. He misses both, and they'll send Armani Dukes up to shoot the free throw here, or the technical foul here. He has 2 points overall. First one is on its way. Good. Second one on its way. Looks short, is short. Now they'll have the ball. 29-37, 8-point lead with 37.4 left. Inbound by Bomagen. And they're going to call a push-off on Keller. He pushed off on Bo Anderson to get open. So that's the fourth team foul. Keller's second. And the girls have arrived. The girls are here for Riverton, it seems. Cox with it up top. Cox to Gantenbein. Gantenbein dribbles once to the center, hands to Bo Anderson. Bo will drive. Trying to spin, puts it up, and no good, but he'll get the foul. See who the foul is against 22. That's Keller. That's his third, team fifth. So everybody going to be shooting free throws for 17.9 seconds left. Haven't seen Anderson shoot a free throw, I don't think, this entire season. First one on its way, beautiful. It's nothing but nylon. Assuming they still make nets out of nylon. Cuts the lead to 7, chance to cut it to 6 right here. It is on its way, good. Nothing but net again. 6-point lead for Thermopolis with 15 seconds left in the third. They get it up to Bomagen. Picks up his dribble to Potter. Potter over to Weber. 9 seconds left. Weber's going to look to drive. He drives into Gantenbein. Now dishes to Potter. They're looking to get it to Dukes, and it's going to go out of bounds with 2.4 seconds left. That'll be turnover number 9. So they're going to be inbounding. I don't know if we're going to be able to get a shot off. Thermopolis kind of doing the smart thing, at least showing some token pressure so as to not give up an easy one. And they're just going to inbound it to Kelly, and he's not even going to get it off. He does after the fact. It was online just a little short, but would not have counted. So at the end of 3, it is 37-31 Thermopolis. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter here on WYO Today and 93.9 KTAK.
Your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Good news, DUI crashes and deaths are falling in Fremont County.
We're doing better, but even one death on our roads from impaired driving, we take personally.
We started the Fremont County DUI Task Force 2 years ago because we're losing too many friends, family members, and community members to impaired driving.
So we've joined forces to work together to find and stop impaired drivers in Fremont County, wherever they are.
And we're making an impact, but we need your help.
If your summer activities involve alcohol, plan ahead and make good choices.
Drink responsibly, designate a sober driver, or call Safe Ride.
And don't let your friends drive impaired either, even if you have to take their keys and find them a safe ride home.
Let's all look out for each other and keep everybody safe. Remember,
don't risk it. Drive sober.
And welcome back to the fourth quarter. 8 minutes for a winner, potentially. If we don't go to overtime, of course, the girls' game today went to overtime. They lost by 5. Was the final score. It's 37-31 here. Thermopolis has led the vast majority of the way. I think Riverton got the first bucket. I think. I'm not 100% sure on that, but Thermopolis has controlled things kind of most of the way. It's a 6-point game now. The inbounds is going to be intercepted. They threw long, and Ryan Cox got a hold of it. Monroe for 3 here. Good! Brandon Monroe nails the 3. He now has 6, and it's a 3-point game. Now, this is where they have kind of gotten stuck, is getting it down to 3. And then not able to get it any closer. Potter with it up top over to Weber. Weber on the wing, looking to drive down the middle. Kelly cuts him off, and it's last going to be touched. They threw it away. Actually, Josiah Hernandez tipped it, and then Bomagen did get a finger on it. Riverton can pull within 1 or tie. Here's 7:33 to go. It is Hernandez. Kelly's going to come off on the bench. It's started, so to speak, the fourth. It's Monroe, Kelly, Cox, Malachi Smith, who has 4 fouls, and Eric Smith. 7:25 to go. They go to Cox up top of the key. Not where you really want to set him up offensively. It goes Smith on the wing. Smith looking to drive, now pulls out. Tries to use a screen, can't. Monroe thought about a 3, now picks it up. Goes over to Malachi Smith. Malachi to Monroe, to Hernandez, hands off to Eric Smith. Eric Smith looking for a screen, doesn't get it. They get Hernandez, who drops it out of bounds. He literally had it and then just dropped it. 10th turnover of the day against Riverton, and that's what it's been like when they got within 3. Inbound is to Armani Dukes. And we're going to get a foul against Bomagen. We're going to say he was shoving underneath. And that's the one thing, you will get those calls when you're giving up the size, height-wise, that Monroe is giving up. Foul is against Bomagen. It's his 3rd, team first of the quarter. So we're going to have a lengthy discussion here. Not sure what we're attempting to do. Evidently, we had a technical foul against Bomagen, or against the coach, and Monroe misses the free throw. Up and just barely missed it. Rattled in and then rattled out. He'll get one more. Like I was saying, this is just what's happened when they've gotten within 3. Second one on the way, and it's good. 37-35 will be Riverton ball. I don't know. They must have called that on the coach. I'm looking over at Kevin Gerber trying to figure out what the call was. He's our Thermopolis broadcaster. They're on KDNO. They didn't whistle anything. I would have noticed that. Looking for Eric Smith underneath. He could have gone up with it, but they dish out to Hernandez for 3. Trying to get the lead, and it does not work. Rebound by Thermopolis. Weber going to bring it over the timeline. Goes to Bomagen. Bomagen gets a screen. Monroe fights over it. Now over to Armani Dukes to Weber. Weber going to stop and pop from 15, short. Rebound by Smith. Eric, that is. Eric looking to drive in, now pulls back out. Picks up his dribble. He needs help. Monroe gets the pass up towards half court. Monroe back to Smith. 6:08 and counting left in the game. And Cox is going to get called for an offensive foul there. That'll be his first, team first. And you kind of gotta ask a question here, because the Thermopolis bench is saying you got to call it both ways. So as a bench, you need to be quiet, show some discipline there. Bomagen loses control of it. They're going to fight over it. It's 10 seconds. Let's see. They're signaling possibly a timeout. As he was stuck in the half-court, Bomagen just slipped. Coach calls a full timeout here with, they're saying 1 minute. I can't see it. So we'll take it with them. 2-point game, 37-35. We'll be right back after these messages on KTAK.
Your tax pros at 219 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
And welcome back. 37-35, 5:57 to play in regulation. Riverton's gotten it down to 2. That's as close as they've been able to come since the very beginning of the day. They'd been getting it down to 3, and then they'd give up a run. But right now it's just a 2-point game. In the game for your Wolverines are Eric Smith, Malachi Smith, Monroe, Kelly. And there's a backcourt violation. They inbounded to Potter, and Potter threw it right back after he crossed. So that'll be turnover number 10, both teams with 10. And with 5:55 to go, Riverton can tie it or take the lead. And now the refs are going to get together and just try and decide where to inbound it at. This has been, like I said, an interesting officiating crew that took more than a hot minute. Eric Smith gets the inbound and then gets hammered. And, yes, that's going to be a foul against Thermopolis. Could have been against Eric, but just the collision. It's going to go against, let's see, if that's number 3, that's it. That should be 5. And they don't have it up, but he will come out, so he knew it. Bomagen, actually I have it as his 4th. Never mind, he'll come out. I thought it was 5. But they called the intentional. And now they're going to get Eric Smith for stepping over the line on the inbound on the sideline. This has not only been an interesting crew, it's been an interesting fouls. The reason they went to the free throw line is originally that little shove down underneath. I don't think it was a push out of vengeance, but they called it intentional against Bomagen. We've had intentional fouls. We've had long breaks to figure out where to inbound the ball. It's just been weird. Thermopolis up by 2, has the ball in the wing. It is Hasty. Hasty looking to drive, and he walked. Turnover number 11, and, I mean, he did it on purpose, but, boy, it looked like he had ice skates on when he tried to stop. And, once again, Riverton with a chance to cut it down. Kelly to Malachi Smith, top of the key. Malachi turns around, gets it to Anderson, now to Gantenbein. Both of those have checked in. To Malachi Smith, he's looking to drive, and he's going to try and handle the ball, and he's going to lose control of it. Turnover number 11 on Riverton. Quickly up, they get to Keller. Thermopolis in the corner, going underneath for Potter. They're going to try and get the 5th foul on Malachi. He goes up, but then has to dish it out to Armani. Armani Dukes out to Keller. Keller looking to drive. Hits underneath the backboard. Weber with it, out to Armani Dukes. Looking for Hasty, now looking for anybody. Hasty finally gets it, takes an NBA level 3. No good. And you're going to get a foul on the loose ball. Eric Smith beat him out, and Hasty will get called for his team second of the quarter. Team third, of the quarter. Connor corrected me in my ear. I only have 2. Inbound is to Smith. Smith going to try and tie it, 4:35. And they try and get to Bo Anderson, kind of a lazy pass, and Potter got a hand on it. It will stay with Riverton as it goes out of bounds, but that at times is another little bugaboo for this team. At times, they tend to throw lazy passes, great distances. Like bounce passes, they're going 20 feet. Can't do that. Allows too much of a fast team like Thermopolis to jump in front of it. Smith takes it, gives it to Anderson. Anderson up towards half court, 4:20 to play. To Kelly on the left wing. Kelly's going to take an NBA level 3. No good. Gantenbein tries to get the rebound. Now it's on the ground, and Keller will come away with it. Maybe not the shot that you necessarily want there. It was an NBA level 3. They get to Keller wide open, hits the side of the backboard, and Eric Smith comes away with it. Chance for a break. He's going to shoot a 3. out of the break. Rebound by Cox. Cox puts it up. No good. They just can't buy it. They just can't buy it. Cox with the trailing. And there we've got a offensive foul called against, as it was, who was it that set up for that, Connor? I think it was Aiden Kelly. They get the foul on number 2. Hasty, his third, team fourth. So Keller took the three-point shot that was no good. And I don't remember anything before that. 3:45 to go. Can Riverton tie? It's the question. Been stuck here 37-35 for a while. Eric Smith had numbers there, ladies and gentlemen. And there we're going to get like a makeup call, a call away from the basket. It's on 55 on Ryan Cox. His second, team second. This is just a weird sound. I don't know if everybody's just tired or what. But Riverton can't seemingly get back to a tie ball game in this. But what I was saying was Eric Smith and Ryan Cox had a 2-on-1, and Eric Smith took the 3. And they're going to throw to Potter as they drive in, and it's going to go off his hands and out of bounds. Turnover number 12, and we've got a whistle on the floor. Finally, someone needs to help out and calm things down. It will be Coach Sheets. 3:30 to go in regulation. 37-35. We'll be right back on 93.9 KTAK and YO Today.
And here at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, we have the best brands. With our size, we are able to shop for you. We're able to choose the top products from the best companies. We carry Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Ashley, Sealy, Serta, and more. With our variety, we can make sure we're a one-stop shop for all of your home furnishing needs. Come in today to one of our locations in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and a better service.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Okay, and welcome back after the timeout. It'll be Smith, Kelly, Malachi Smith, so both Smith brothers, Cox and Monroe. Cox gets on a give and go, and then he throws it away. Didn't want to go up with it. 12th turnover now. Both teams have 12, and Riverton cannot seemingly get over this hump. 37-35, 3:11 left in regulation. Keller hands it off to Hasty. Hasty drives to the elbow, trying to get Armani Dukes, does so. They play a little give and go and goes inside to Potter. Potter puts it up and good. Malachi Smith, not a whole lot he could do there, as he didn't want to get his 5th, and it's back out to a 4-point lead. 39-35, Smith to Monroe. Monroe for 3, good! It's now a 1-point game. 39-38, where was that the whole time? It was 37-35 or whatnot. And they're going to get Monroe on a trip. Keller was on the elbow trying to get the offense going. It'll be against Monroe. It's only his first, team third, so not devastating by any stretch of the imagination. Next foul by Thermopolis, and as long as it's not offensive foul, will send the Wolverines to the line. 2:31 to go. Inbound to Weber. Weber drives to the free throw line, picks up his dribble, gets it to Keller. Keller drives in, puts it up, good. After 3, the Lady Chiefs are up on Bighorn, 47-20. Kelly with it, goes to Cox, top of the key. Looking for Kelly to get it back. He does. Kelly for 3, no good. Kelly trying to get the rebound, gets it. Cross court, Monroe. Monroe drives, little floater, no good. Gets his own rebound though. Gets out to Eric Smith, and Eric Smith's gonna get fouled by Keller. Keller just loses balance. You saw it coming. That'll be number 4 against him. It is the 5th. Should send Monroe or Eric Smith to the line, excuse me. Smith with 3 points on the day. He has not shot a free throw today. I'm trying to find when he last did, if it was a game I called. He's not shot a free throw this day, or this year, in a game I've called. I've called all but one, but he hits that one, pulls him within 2. Now a chance to pull him within 1. His free throw is on its way. Good. And it's a 1-point game. Minute 49 left. 30-second timeout by Coach Sheets with a minute 49. We'll take it with him, Connor. 41-40, minute 49. Come on back after these messages here on KTAK.
Embrace comfort throughout the seasons with Northern Arapahoe Propane and Solid Waste. Proudly rooted in the local community, supporting Fremont County year-round. Your preferred supplier serving enrolled and non-enrolled members. For more information, call 307-463-4185.
Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of our local Fremont County student athletes.
Welcome back. Minute 49 left, 41-40. Riverton has not been able to get over the hump and retake a lead or tie it. They have now gotten within 1 after Eric Smith went to the line, nailed 2 free throws. Inbound is to Keller. It's Thermopolis ball. They hand it to Hasty. Hasty behind the back. He's going to look to drive. He lowers the shoulder. That should be called. And no, they're going to call the block. I understand he was moving, but he did indeed lower the shoulder. Foul will be against Eric Smith. It's only his second, team force, so they'll be inbounding with a minute 42 left. There's weird calls both ways, so I guess it's fair. Inbound is to Dukes. Dukes puts it up, and they're going to get Eric Smith for the foul. Malachi really couldn't do a whole lot to help, as he was down there as well. Be his third, team 5th, so now everybody's shooting free throws the rest of the way on any foul, non-offensive foul, that is. Armani Dukes going to the line. He is 1 of 2 on the day, has 3 points overall. First one is on its way, looks good and is good. Gave the wrong team points. 42-40. Dukes, second one on the way, looks good, is good. Hits them both. And the lead is back out to 3. Monroe will come in for Hernandez. They gave Monroe a little bit of a breather. So it'll be Kelly, both of the Smith boys, Monroe and Ryan Cox. Eric Smith bringing it over the timeline. Monroe comes over to get it. He does. Monroe's going to spin. He's got an open look at 3. No good. Rebound by Cox. Puts it up. No good by Cox. He just cannot finish it off. Long pass is going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Riverton. Minute 16 to go, and we're going to have a timeout on the floor with 1:16. It'll be called by Coach Corpening, of Lander. We'll take it with him. Might be a 30-second, might be a minute. Didn't catch it. We'll be right back here on KTAK and Wire Today.
Loading at 200 miles per hour. Airbags pack a punch. Until age 13, stay buckled up in the back seat. Buckle up, Wyoming. It's the law.
For more than 40 years, Porter's Mountain Baby
We apologize to Porter's. We're back. We'll actually go back to that and restart that ad for you. Sorry, Leo. Wanted to get back here. Was wondering if it was a 15 or 30-second commercial next. It was 30-second. We don't have time for that. At the moment, Hasty with the ball inbounding from underneath his own basket into Armani. They try and force feed the paint, and it's stolen away. Eric Smith got the first touch, and then Malachi, his brother, cleaned it up. So it's 3-point game. Kelly with it to Monroe on the left wing. Monroe up top to Cox. Cox to Smith. Smith looking to break down Porter. Can't do it. They switch off on him. Riverton got to move with some A long three by Eric Smith. What are you thinking? Oh, just NBA level three. It's like he all of a sudden felt a need to rush. And that thing was more than NBA level. It's just way out there. And at least he wants to take a shot. Now they've got a break. Good chance to get up here by 5. And they do. Hasty on the outlook. He now has 10. And that's not going to be good for Riverton. Down by 5, under 30 seconds left. Malachi drives in, goes up, puts it up, and good. Malachi now with 11, and it's down to a 3-point game. And Riverton needs to foul, and they're just allowing them to pass the ball. They've got to foul. You've got to foul. You've got to foul. They're not going to foul. They're going to let him dribble it out. And they finally foul with 3.5 seconds left. And Coach Bo Sheets just shaking his head. And they did not go into foul. And they're going to send Armani Dukes with 3 seconds left. He hits one, it's over. Just horrible clock mismanagement by the Riverton players. It looks like Sheets was calling for a foul. And it's missed. All he needs is one. And this game is over. And we got a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. 3.5 seconds left. Taken by Coach Sheets. It's a full one. They're down by 3, and Armani Duke's going live for Thermopolis to seal it. We'll be right back on 93.9 KTAK.
With top brand name spas, stoves, fireplaces, and outdoor grills. With 2 locations in Riverton and Casper Plus financing available for your purchase, Porter's offers expert advice, quality products, and service along with maintenance. Porter's, your local spa, stove, and fireplace provider in Riverton at the corner of Sunset and North Federal.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
And welcome back, 45-42. 3.5 seconds left. Armani Dukes. I keep wanting to call him Armani Jones. Armani Dukes going to the line. If he hits this, it's over. Unless they were to foul. He hits it. And that should do it. Going to have to look a long pass. They get to Kelly. Kelly turns, fires a 3. No good. And Cox will put it up and in. So it'll end 46-44. Cox with the rebound, put it back up, and that's the end of it. We'll be right back here on WYO Today with the Click It or Pick Ticket postgame show on 93.9 KTAK.
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Don't leave your future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt. and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry, and this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
Take the next step in higher education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College in Riverton is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
We believe that everyone
Welcome back to the Clear Ticket Postgame Show. We're joined by Coach Sheets. Coach Sheets, another one where we're going to talk about that your kids never gave up. They just couldn't get over the final hump. We were 3 or 2 points down forever. Came out not shooting so hot, but we're able to say, I'll be nice.
That's a polite way to say it.
I'll be nice. I mean, they were way off target, but we'll be nice about it. But still didn't give up. What did you see down there as a coach that you could get it down to 3 or 2, but just could never get that final one?
Well, you have to score the basketball to get it closer, you know, and we're struggling with that part right now. I was pleased with our effort defensively. We've got to do a little better job coaching them up on just some little things we gave up. You know, they would drive and we would help a little too much, and then they would get some easy, close shots. They're not really just layups, but they're close shots. And other than that, they didn't hit a lot of outside shots against us. So we just made the game very easy for them because we gave up a ton of offensive rebounds and a ton of putbacks. And so you're never going to win a game in any level giving up offensive rebounds and putbacks. So that was probably the frustrating part, because I thought we, hold that team to 46. I doubt they'll be below 46 the rest of the year. I don't know what their other scores have been, but they're going to be 20 points bigger than that every night. And so pleased with our defense. Just we kind of gave up some easy ones. And gosh darn it, like how many easy middle school type shots can we not put in? That's where you're a varsity team. You got to make the easy ones. And so I don't know if we were a little intimidated by their jumping ability, because probably a couple of these guys might win the dunk contest tonight, or have at least be in the mix with it. So they can definitely jump. So I don't know if it kind of threw us off, but we had so many easy shots that, like I said, they're easy shots for a reason. So we should have made those. But I was pleased with our effort. That's a really talented team. They can play with. They've shown they can play with anybody, and again, very good team. And pleased with our effort. Just, we had some silly turnovers, kind of, like stepping over the line type stuff. Like, I don't know. It's just kind of, those are the frustrating ones. And it just makes your margin for error, it just shrinks and shrinks and shrinks and shrinks when you have easy baskets you miss, and then you give the ball away on kind of like unforced errors. So very pleased with our effort, though. And that's something that I didn't feel like we had yesterday. So I am pleased with how hard we played.
At the tail end there, it looks like you were trying to call for them to foul.
No kidding. Yeah. Everybody in the world is calling for them to foul.
Did nobody hear you?
Well, and that's my frustrating part with the guys. We do need to coach them up, but from fourth grade on, that you're losing. The clock is running out. You foul. Like that's not a new concept. It's not like we're running, some secret play. So, I mean, yeah, obviously we had 20-some seconds go off, and those are the types of plays that winning teams do, and teams that are trying to kind of find their footing, kind of figure out how to do. So we've got a lot of those things that have kind of rotated that we need to figure out as a program. So pleased with their effort, though.
What can you say, our player of the game, because you don't see a lot, or I haven't seen a lot from him offensively yet. That's really kind of not his niche. I got to call him in baseball. But when you were struggling to score the basket, all of a sudden, here comes Bo Anderson hitting a three and doing the dirty work and getting some putbacks. What can you say about Bo's contribution tonight?
Bo did a great job. You know, he came in, he hit free throws. He had, 2 twos, a three, and both of his free throws. So it was good to see him come in. Bo is that kind of instant offense at times. You know, he can bring that in. He can drive. He can shoot. And he will be aggressive. So I was proud of him coming in and doing that because we needed it. So in such a short turnaround, a game tomorrow at 12:20, what do you tell the boys you want to see them improve on in that short little area from game to game? Well, like you said, and we talked about, their effort was great. So that's already an improvement. That's something that, you get to play. It's like a reward to play varsity basketball. Everybody comes to watch you play. And so I thought they did that tonight. So we need to continue that. Uinta is a really good team. I got to watch them yesterday. They beat Evanston today. They are well-rounded and a very physical, very skilled team. So we'll have to bring our A game, but there's nothing earth-shattering that we need to change. Just kind of continue to do what we're doing. We got to hit some shots. We got to fix a few things defensively, but again, I felt like we did take a step forward tonight. And last question, just for the people at home, who do you have going in the three-point contest? If it's the dunk contest, I'm guessing Malachi and Malachi alone. But right. Three-point contest seems up our alley. So we did a shoot-off. So we let all the seniors shoot off, and Brandon Monroe won the shoot-off. Okay. Our posts were actually close to winning it, too. So that was going to, raise some eyebrows when Ryan Cox strolls out there for the three-point contest. But, no, Brandon's doing it tonight. All right, well, good luck to them. We thank you, Coach Sheets, for joining us, and we'll be right back with our player of the game here on WYO Today.
Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
All right, and welcome back. We are here with our Papa Murphy's player of the game. So Connor's going to go in the book bag here, the backpack here, and get that coupon out for him. And I'm having kind of flashbacks to the summer in Legion baseball. I got to interview him a couple times there as our Papa Murphy's player of the game. It is, but what's your name? No, it is Bo Anderson. Bo, so far this year, haven't seen a lot offensively. You've came in. We know from baseball you're going to get all the down and dirty plays. You're going to dive everywhere. You're going to give 120%. You're going to go a million miles an hour, which sometimes might get some refs calling fouls on you quite a bit, yesterday. But today you come in, team shooting, especially from the perimeter, just poorly, and you come in and you were instant offense. How did that feel to know that you could help out, and what was your feeling when you came out there the first time?
I came out, I'm like, so they messed up in the book, so I had to come after. I knew I had to come out and get after it. And I first started off with defense, then I saw a lane and I went and I got it. So really got us off to a good start. Then it just all starts on defense.
All right, and it was kind of odd. We have starters announced, the same starters as always. Then all of a sudden Josiah turns around and is sent back off the court for like a minute and a half, and you become the starter. Was the original plan for you to be the starter, or I don't want to embarrass him, but it was someone under the weather, shall we say?
Yeah, I was not supposed to be the starter. It was supposed to be Josiah, but they must have done something in the book. But I heard my name, and I had a start, so I did and got after it and got us a couple points to start us off.
Okay, and I obviously know your mom and dad from Legion Baseball, so I'm going to put you on the spot here, especially, are they here or are they at home?
They're probably listening.
So they're
right
listening,
now.
Good. So they're listening. So for Kelly and Mr. Anderson, where do you get your just relentless energy from?
Probably my mom, I'm going to say.
I would agree with that. That's only because I've been in enough press boxes with her.
Oh, yeah.
Number two, where do you get your infectious good attitude? Every time I talk to you, win, lose, draw, no matter how bad it was, whether it's baseball, basketball, what have you, you've always got a smile on your face. So who's that come from?
Probably my mom.
I was about to say, you better say your mom on that one. So we want to thank Bo Anderson again. He is our Papa Murphy's player of the game, and I'm going to do something I rarely do. He's also going to be our Gatorade Good Sport of the game because he's always got a great attitude. And as I've said before, part of the Gatorade Award is also effort. And there is nobody there. I mean, the kid could be sick as a dog, and he'd still be giving 120%. He knows no other way. So really, I guess I'm giving that to Kelly and your dad, and possibly your aunt and uncle too.
Yeah.
So congratulations on that. I know y'all have got a little bit quicker turnaround than today. You got Uinta tomorrow, and y'all have got to get some legs and get hydrated and get some food in you. So I won't hold you up any further. We'll be right back to wrap things up on 93.9 KTAK.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
And welcome back to the Click It or Ticket postgame show. We're going to wrap things up. Again, our Gatorade Good Sport and our Papa Murphy's player of the game is Bo Anderson. I mean, just, Connor, I don't know about you. You've gotten to kind of meet him before in baseball and whatnot, but the kid's good attitude is just infectious. Yes, you met him during baseball some. Connor's looking at me going, who? But he's a good kid. He's got a good family. And we congratulate him. Only wish that the win had gone our way tonight. And tomorrow we will be at 12:20. Pregame show starting at 12. I think it's 12:20. Let me actually pull it up here just to make sure so we don't give you a bad time on it. Tomorrow, December 21st, we are at 12:20. It'll be the Riverton boys against Uinta. We'll be at Rock Springs High School again. And that will do it for the Flaming Gorge after that. Real quickly to go through some stats for Riverton. Eric Smith finishes with 5. Garrett Jackson with 2. 3 for Aiden Kelly. For Monroe, he had 10. 9 by Anderson. 11 by Malachi Smith. And 4 for Cox. And as you heard Coach say, you got to make some shots. The first ones were just off horribly. Trying to be nice, just saying they just couldn't find the hole. But, I mean, they were bad, and it got better. But point-blank range, you got to hit. And if they can get that down and get those shots down from the postgame, it will be one of the better postgames in the state, I promise you, as Connor attempts to destroy Lincoln Middle School's gym by throwing things around. He just looked at me. Now he's going to hit me. But anyway, for cameraman Connor, we want to thank Cassie Shields back at the mothership for keeping our signal up and on 93.9. This has been Kevin Shields. We'll see you tomorrow at 12:20 on KTAK. Riverton Wolverines versus Uinta High School from Utah on the WYO Today Network, a family of networks.
Protect your vehicle with or Smart Series ceramic tint plus premium ceramic coatings for maximum UV and heat protection. All backed by a lifetime warranty. Expect expert detailing to make any ride look brand new. Call 307-851-5158 today. Detailing done different.
Riverton Blodorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blodorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blodorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blodorn Lumber.
Riverton's Hampton Inn and Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County.
Fremont County School Athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.